Hey, my beautiful people. Let's end this week on a bang and with a bang. Okay, so I'm bringing you guys some more roles to go into the weekend with, get over and apply for them. Definitely make sure you get on these jobs as soon as possible. We are going to be going over about 9 to 10 roles in this video, so definitely stay tuned and make sure you review all of the roles. Okay, do not just look at one or two and go from there. Look at all of them to see which one better fits with you. We're also going to be going over multiple different tier level roles, which means some will be higher education or experience will be required. And then we'll also be going over some entry level roles for anyone who is looking for something entry level but remote and you're looking for benefits. So there will be something on this video for everybody. So let's hop into the very first role that I do have. This is with a insurance company called StateFarm. If you're not familiar with StateFarm, they are a major insurance company, specifically in like home insurance and auto insurance. They are really big within the insurance industry, where as though they have a lot of the insurance business. Okay, so really great premier company, sustainable company. Y'all know I'm bringing y'all companies that will last a long time. You'll get some really great benefits and you will really be able to update your skills. So the very first role that I have with State Farm is the claims specialist property field inspector role. Now this one is fully remote, but it is out of Illinois. If you don't live in Chicago, Illinois, definitely stay tuned. I have other roles that are not state specific, so don't fret, I got y'all. We'll also be going over multiple roles that have different state requirements too. So it may be one that's better for the state that you live in versus this one. Anyone in Illinois, stay tuned. So this is a full-time position, and then moving down into some of the logistics of this role and the overview of what you will be doing. Starting off with the salary for this role is anywhere between $60,000 up to about $83,000 annually, and that equates to about $27.84 up to $41.21 hourly. Now, one thing I do like about State Farm is they do and promote work-life balance, and because of that, the compensation is based on their standard 38.45-hour work week. Okay, so they don't do a full 40-hour work week, and that does also, the 38 hours does include like your lunches, your breaks, and things of that nature. Now, getting down into some of the bonus eligibility, you will be eligible for a $3,000 sign-on bonus as well when you first start. So if you do have prior claims experience, this is really a great remote role for you, and you are sitting in Illinois. If not, I do have this role in other states as well, so stay tuned. All right, now with this, you will also be eligible for their annual bonus based on individual and their actual company performance. You'll also be eligible for the annual increase, so the cost of living increase that you get every year, you'll be eligible for that. You'll also be eligible for a 401k with the company contribution, paid time off, plus 5 days of life leave to take care of yourself and your family. You'll get paid volunteer time and annual celebration day to celebrate what's important to you. So they give you a lot of days just to have and do you guys. So outside of your regular PTO time, which I love companies that really care about their employees enough to really be able to give them time off and care about their home life needs as well. You'll also get tuition reimbursement. They also do have wellness and mental health programs, and you'll get discounts from hundreds of retailers through their Perks at Work program. Okay, the responsibilities of this specific role is handling accidental and weather related homeowners, commercial, and large loss claims. Okay, so for this role, you are going to need more experience within claims because you will be handling more on a homeowner's commercial real estate and larger, bigger claim losses. All right, you'll be the point of contact to meet with insured, to explain coverage, estimate damages, and help them through the claim process with State Farm. Now, this position is located within Chicago, Illinois, and surrounding areas. You must live in that state because you are going to have to go review properties. You will have to live within that state, but anything paper-wise, you will be able to work from home doing your paperwork. So if that's notes, say like, okay, I went and did an estimate, now I have to put it in the system so it can be paid, you would go home to your home office and do that. You wouldn't go into State Farm's office. All of your paperwork and documentation will be home, but there will be times when you do have to go and actually review property to see what the damages damages are and things of that nature. So if you're not fond of that, I have other roles we can definitely go over that do not require a going out component to that role. But I did want to bring this to anyone who is looking for something in Illinois who does have a claims background and you're okay with going out and just making estimates, all right? Because it really is paying really well. You get that $3,000 sign-on bonus and those really great benefits. You do have to live within these zip codes to apply for this specific role. And like I said, this is a remote field position in which you will work from home, okay? But you will be moving around and doing different kinds of estimates. Now, it does have hours of operation are continuously evaluated and may change based on the business need. However, it does say that they do require you just to be able to work flexible hours, and you may have to work overtime or irregular hours sometimes depending on certain things within a business, but it's not going to be an ongoing thing. Some of the qualifications that they need you to have is just excellent customer service and decision-making skills, being able to lift, carry, climb a ladder, things of that nature. You may have to get up there to see what the damages are, things like that. You'll also need a valid driver's license. If you do have prior experience in Xmate or X content, that's great. What it is just a claim estimate system and software. If you do have related claims adjusting experience and or contractor background, that is also a plus. Now, you do not need that at all, okay? But it is a plus if you do have it. All you really need is this. They don't even really have an educational requirement, which is another reason why I wanted to bring you guys this role, because it basically is entry level. It does have here that they will train you, right? So employees must successfully complete all required training, including getting licensed. You will need an adjuster's license. So definitely keep that in mind. And it does require you to have a clean background. If you cannot do that, right, we will go over other roles that don't necessarily require the background component or any licensing at all. But I did want to bring this to anyone who is interested, really wants to make that great pay, does not mind going in and out for estimates. You primarily work from home, and then you also do get those really good benefits. So if you do live in the state of Illinois, definitely get over and apply for this role. Once again, this is the claim specialist property field inspection role with State Farm. Here is the job ID, and you would come and you would apply here. Now, getting over into the very next role that I had with State Farm, this is the same exact role. It is paying a little bit more than the Illinois role though. And here is the job ID for this role. The difference is this one is out of Ohio. So anyone living in Ohio state, definitely hop over and review this. It's a great entry level role that's paying really good. Now, getting down into the salary for this one is more. It is paying $55,000, which is equivalent to about $27.31 an hour, up to $92,000, so almost six figures, which equates to about $45.85. Now, if you do have the experience, you definitely will be closer to that six-figure mark of salary pay. If you're more entry level, you will probably start off at the beginning salary or a little bit above that, depending on what skill sets you are going to bring when you do come into the interview process. But as I always say, negotiate yourself. Never leave money on the table. Talk about your skills, go in confidently, show your worth, and negotiate your rate always, okay? You'll also be eligible for that $3,000 sign-on bonus when you do start the position. And then getting down into some of the other benefits, you'll also be eligible for that annual bonus based on the performance of you specifically and the company, as well as the annual increase, the salary increase. You'll also be eligible for the 401k with company contributions, pay time off, plus you'll get 5 days of life leave to take care of yourself and your family. You'll get paid volunteer time, annual celebration day to celebrate what's important to you for one day every single year. You'll also get tuition reimbursement and tuition assistance programs. They also do offer wellness and mental health programs, discounts from hundreds of retailers with their Perks at Work program. Now, for this specific role, just getting down into some of the responsibilities for this role, you'll be handling accidental and weather-related homeowners, commercial, and large loss claims, okay? Exactly the same as the previous one, except this one is specifically for those living in and located near Dayton, Ohio. So as long as you're within one of these zip codes within Ohio, you can apply for this role. If you're not, definitely we'll be going over other roles, and check out my previous videos from this week as well to see if any of those roles better align with you and what you're looking for currently. Now, getting down into some more of the actual specifics and requirements regarding this role, you will be definitely working from home, but you will have to go out for estimates and things of that nature. You will be working a regular shift, but it will be based on a business need. They also are asking you to be flexible with your work shifts, and you may have to work overtime here and there and or some irregular hours here and there. So keep that in mind when applying. For this role, they're also just asking for those really great customer service and decision-making skills, as well as the physical demand, just being able to lift, carry, and climb a ladder. When you do go out to do estimates, you may have to just look at the property. So they want to make sure you'll be able to do that. You're also going to need a driver's license, and you're also going to need to pass a background check, okay? So keep that in mind. If you do have prior experience in estimate or X contents, that's a plus, and what they are is claim systems and softwares. If you do have prior claims adjusting experience or experience within a construction background, like housing or real estate or something like that, like knowing how to view an actual property, that's also a plus. And it does have here that you must successfully be able to complete all their required training, and that does include licensing exams as well, background checks. You'll be going through a driver's license check as well. So definitely, if you're interested in this role and it aligns with what you are looking for currently, get over and apply for this role. I will say, if you're on the fence but you do live within Dayton, Ohio, I just want to say insurance companies give you really great training and really great knowledge that you can take and go anywhere, even if it's a stepping stone where you go in for a couple years, get the knowledge, get the understanding, and then you can branch off from there. It's great for anybody looking for something entry level and you really want to enhance your skills to make yourself way more marketable in the job arena. Definitely try insurance companies. They have training on lock, I'm telling you, when it comes to entry level people. All right. Now let's get into the very next role that I do have with State Farm. This is the very same role. This one is just out of North Carolina. Here is the job ID for this one, and you would just apply here. This one is paying really similar to the last role with a higher rate of pay, with the $55,000 up to $92,000 per year annually, and then it's $27.31 an hour and $45.85 an hour on a higher end. You'll also be eligible for their sign-on bonus and all of their comprehensive benefits as well. And then down here, getting into the specifics about the area for this role, this one is specific to Greensboro, North Carolina. So I told you I'm bringing this role to you with multiple different locations. Really, really great role for anybody looking for something entry level and you don't care about having to go out and do estimates, but you fully work from home when you have to do your documentation and paperwork, okay? So these are the actual zip codes you have to be in within North Carolina to apply for this role. And then it does have here that you will have a work from home base. You will be there, besides when you have to go out to do estimates. And then moving down, the qualifications for this one is the same with the customer service and decision-making skills, having that physical demand of being able to lift, carry, and climb a ladder, having a valid driver's license, and being able to actually pass a background check. You'll also need to be able to complete all of their training, get licensed, be able to pass that background check and motor vehicle record check, okay? Now, if you do have prior claims software experience like an Estimate or X Context, that's great. If you have prior adjusting experience, that is also a plus. So this is the North Carolina role. Definitely get over and apply, and here is the job ID for that one. Now, getting into this next one, this one is for Columbus, Ohio. So the previous one was for Dayton. This one is for Columbus. Here is the job ID for this one, and this one is paying really good as well on the higher end with the $55,000 to $92,000 annually. You will get that same sign-on bonus. You'll also get those comprehensive benefits. And then moving down down, you do have to be within these zip codes in Columbus, Ohio to apply for this specific position. You'll be doing some of the same exact things, which just means you'll be handling accidental and weather-related homeowners, commercial and large loss claims. And then moving down to the qualifications, they have the exact same qualifications with the customer service and decision-making skills, having that physical demand ability of being able to lift, carry, and climb a ladder, and having a valid driver's license. Also, if you do have previous experience in estimate and claim estimate software like Estimate and X-Context, that's a plus. If you do have prior claims adjusting experience, that is also a plus. You don't need either one of those to get the job. It is a plus if you have them. You're also going to need to be able to pass a background check, complete their training, and be able to get licensed, okay, for this role. So this one, once again, is the same role, the claims specialist property field inspector role with State Farm, but this one is out of Columbus, Ohio. Now moving over to this last role, this one is the claim associate role. It is out of Arizona. It's a hybrid role. I wanted to bring this to anybody looking for something that does not necessarily care about having to go into the office once or twice a week, but you're mainly working from home and you get those good benefits, and you're looking for something that's entry level, okay? Get yourself on a map with an insurance company. I'm telling you, their training is top tier, okay? So getting down into the actual salary for this role, this one is paying $45,000 to $50,000 annually, which equates to $22.75 to $25.01 per hour. For this role, you will be working at 38-hour work week as well. And then getting down into the benefits, you'll also be eligible for that annual bonus, that annual increase, the 401k contribution, your paid time off, plus the 5 days of life leave to take care of yourself and your family, paid volunteer time, and tuition reimbursement. You'll also be eligible to get services from their wellness and mental health programs, and you'll get a slew of discounts from hundreds of retailers through their Perks at Work program. Now, this position, it does have is a hybrid position, but you will work from home 75% of the time, and then 25% of the time you'll be in the office. So definitely it is a work from home role. It's on a hybrid model, so you may have to go into the office once a week or twice a week, but majority of the time you will specifically be working from home. So getting down into the specifics about what you'll be doing within this specific role, you'll be answering inbound calls and making outbound calls to customers in a call center environment. You'll be supporting their customers through proactively investigating claims, applying policy coverage, and accurately documenting claim files. All right. Getting down into the qualifications for this role, the only qualifications they have is just being able to communicate really great professionally, clearly, and effectively. Also being able to multitask across multiple different technical platforms and being accountable for your actual work. They do not have any educational requirement. They do want to make sure that you can, though, pass all of their training, because I told you they do train you really, really well. And you may also have to take a licensing exam, so being able to pass that and a background check, okay? But they do train you for all of that. You're not going to go in blind for the licensing exam. And once you have the knowledge, the licensing exam is not going to be a lot to take. And you can take that and go anywhere, okay? You're going to know your stuff in insurance when you get out of this training and after you're on a job for some time, all right? So then once again, moving on up, this specific role is the claim associate auto hybrid role with State Farm. And here is the actual job ID for this role. And you would come here and you would apply. Now, moving over to our next role, this is with a credit union by the name of University Credit Union. They offer a slew of different services to a lot of the universities within California state, okay? And then getting into the actual job that I had with them, this specific role is the member service specialist role. All right. It is a fully remote position, and getting down into some of the information about the role specifically, the actual salary and pay for this role will be anywhere between $41,000 and $55,000 annually. You'll be a member service specialist within their remote contact center. So within this position, you will be delivering phone and digital channel services to members requesting account assistance. So if they call in and say, I need to see why this charge came out of my account or something like that, you will go into the account, look at the account, review the account, and go over the account with the member. You'll be providing services to members regarding credit union products and services, or referring members to the appropriate team member to access the member's needs. You'll also be processing and reviewing accounts to make sure transactions are efficient and accurate within the account. You'll also be contributing to the departmental goals by processing member requests with a sense of urgency and timeliness. Okay. Now, the requirements for this role that they're looking for is just being a team player, being able to collaborate with others, also being able to adhere to their regulatory compliance and organizational guidelines. And then they also have here that the expectation of this role is to graduate into the members wellness coaching position within 6 months of employment. So there is a really quick potential to up level in this role, which I love to even see that on a job description, that they want to continue to elevate you within the banking industry. Okay. Now, the minimum requirements for this role is just having a high school diploma or GED, and 0 to 1 years of related experience is required. So you can have absolutely no experience and go in and get this job. It is completely entry level and is completely remote, you guys. So if you're looking for something entry level, you want to get into banking, and you're looking for something that does not require a whole bunch of experience, hop on this and hop on it quick. Okay. Now, getting down into some of the benefits that you will be able to get within this role, you'll get the comprehensive compensation, right? So that good old salary. You'll get to work from anywhere. They also do offer you the 401k with the company match up to 6%, plus a potential additional annual profit share of up to 4%. So you can get up to about 10% of the company match, which is kind of like unheard of with a 401k match, which is great. You'll also be eligible for quarterly gain share awards, which means every quarter, as they look at their books, and if, bonuses come out, you'll be eligible to get some bonus money with the payout up to 10% of the earnings for that quarter. So that's great. So not only within 6 months will they try to up level you to this new position, but every single 3 months, they'll be evaluating the company to see if they can pay you guys up to 10% of the earnings that they were able to accrue within those 3 months. So that's like 4 times in a year you could be eligible to get a bonus, you guys. That is all that. Okay. Now, they also do have employee loan discounts. You'll also get generous paid vacation plus accrual of paid sick time. You'll get floating and cultural holidays. You'll get 12 paid holidays every single year. You'll also get a personal growth and development plan that'll be tailored to you and where you want to go within the credit union. You'll also get a choice of medical, dental, and vision plans that the company pays for 100%. They're not going to give you just one plan to choose from. You'll have multiple choices where you have to pay nothing out of your paycheck for that actual plan, which is unheard of in today's insurance industry. So it's really great that they are forking up on the bill for your medical, your dental, and your vision. You'll also get that basic life and accident insurance, and you'll also get long-term disability, and they also offer the employee assistance program. So once again, this role is the member service specialist role with University Credit Union. Definitely, if you're interested, get over, and this is where you would come and you would apply and start the application process. Now that we've got through about 5 to 6 of the roles, if none of these roles so far align with what you're looking for, definitely stay tuned. I have other roles that we will be going over next, but I also want to make sure that you check out the previous roles from previous videos this week to see if any of those roles better align with you and where you want to go with your career. In addition to that, make sure you are a part of the tribe by subscribing to the channel, clicking that notification bell, and clicking all so you can be notified each and every time I drop new videos with brand new roles that may align with you better. I don't want you guys to miss out on anything that's great and going to be great for your future and going to be lucrative for you to be able to work from home. So definitely make sure you're a part of the family by subscribing to the channel. Now, I do also want to say, if you are looking for something to up level your skills in digital marketing, definitely check out the description and take the free training. Digital marketing skills is what you see every YouTuber having, and in addition to that, every influencer. So if you're looking to work from home, starting off with a side hustle or starting off with some type of digital marketing, and or if you're looking to get within the online space directly from home and not necessarily with a company, right, like a remote job company, check out that training down there. It definitely will help make things make sense and really give you a better understanding of what this digital marketing world looks like, okay, and how you can actually make money from home with it. Y'all know I'm all for up leveling, reaching your goals, and really getting and sustaining lucrative, diversified income streams from home. So definitely make sure you check that out. I'm trying to give y'all as many ways to get these coins from home as possible. All right. Now let's get into the very next role. This role is with Team Health. They are a company that helps outsource medical teams to multiple areas nationally, like hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, doctors' offices, things of that nature. Now, moving down into the actual jobs that I do have with Team Health. This first role is the provider enrollment coordinator. It is a fully remote position. And then getting down into some of the things that they're looking for and some of the responsibilities that you'll be doing within this role. Just here, it does say it is a fully remote position. You will be responsible for coordinating all necessary provider enrollment applications for billing to various insurance carriers, okay? So you'll be reviewing providers to see what their credentials are and then helping apply them to different insurance carriers so that they can become in-network providers and be able to provide services and get paid under those various insurance carriers. So some of the day-to-day things you'll be doing is generating applications stopped in-house reports from the TeamWorks. You'll be reviewing weekly exception reports from management. You'll be preparing and sending applications to the insurance carriers. You'll be completing online applications, documenting data in their system, which is the TeamWorks systems. You'll also be reviewing and resolving application deficiencies. You'll be updating management with payers' requests. You'll also be training staff on provider enrollment processes. You'll also be partnering with the onboarding liaison and credentialing coordinator. And then some of the job requirements that they have here is just for you to have a high school diploma or equivalent like a GED. If you do have some college classes or credits, it is a plus. It's preferred, but it's not required. They are looking for 1 year of experience with contracts, legal documents, or other healthcare related work, okay? So keep that in mind when applying. If you don't have background in either three of those fields, definitely stay tuned. I have something that's a lot more entry level that does not require that. And then you also can check out the previous two roles that are more entry level as well and don't require those years of experience. They're also looking for you to be proficient in Microsoft Office applications like your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, being able to really problem solve and make really great decisions, having excellent communication skills written and verbally, being really organized and being able to prioritize and multitask with managing multiple tasks at different time frames, also being able to meet deadlines and working in a team environment. Now, it does have here that overtime may be required and some training and seminar attendance may be required, and it may require overnight travel. So keep that in mind when applying for this role. Because you will be in charge of enrolling providers, there's always updates in that industry. So they may need to train you on things, or you may have to get better knowledge of a software or something like that where they have to send you out to get the training that you need. So keep that in mind when applying. Now, moving down into the physical and environmental demands for this position, you'll need a lightweight modern office setting space to be able to work out of each and every day because you will be working from your home office. Also, availability to work flexible hours and possibly after hours as needed. They also do have here just being able to occasionally travel by plane and or car, occasionally easily lift and carry 10 pounds or less. Occasionally, you might have to stand or bend. Being able to adjust to high stress levels. You'll also be sitting at a computer or a PC looking at that all day, and you'll also be doing some telephone usage, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. Now, it does have here that the position may require you to have a hardwired internet, a telephone, calculator, office machines like a copier, scanner, and fax, and those kinds of things. All right, so once again, this position is the provider enrollment coordinator position. It is fully remote, and you would come and you would apply for this position here, right here. Now, moving on to our next position with Team Health. This position is the patient coordinator remote position. It is within their access nurse department. This one, they do have full-time and part-time opportunities available, okay? This one is for the second shift. You will have to work the second shift, which is normally like a 3 to 11 shift. If you're not okay with that, definitely we've went over multiple roles that are not second shift, and I have other roles that are not specific to second shift. But if you're looking for something that starts off later in the afternoon, if you want your days to yourself and you're okay working later at night or something of that nature, definitely hop on this. Or if you're looking for something part-time, this might be a really great role for you. So you do have to also be flexible with working some weekends. So keep that in mind. It may be one weekend day. So definitely keep that in mind when applying for this role. And it does have here, this is not a temporary position. This is a fully permanent, full-time or part-time position, okay? Moving on down here, they just have that you must be available to attend their remote paid training, which is a 3-week period. It starts the first week of August. So the very first week will be August the 28th through September the 1st. And that schedule will be Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The second week, which would be September 4th to the 8th, that will be a Monday through Friday schedule from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the third week would be September 11th to the 15th, and that shift time will be your regular work schedule as you are advised by the recruiter when they hire you, okay? So the third week, you'll be on your regular schedule, and they're probably going to integrate you into doing more of the on-job stuff while still training you, all right? So keep that in mind. If you're interested, definitely get over and apply as soon as possible so you can get in for this first week of training, okay? We don't want you to miss out on that. Now, they do have some stuff here regarding why you should join them and their actual benefits. And they have here just joining a growing company that makes a difference within healthcare. Also, remote work from home. Y'all know I'm bringing y'all some fire jobs that's all remote, okay? So definitely, if you're looking for something that's fully work from home, here you go. Competitive pay and incentives, benefit eligibility for full-time staff. So if you are a full-time worker, you'll be eligible for their medical, dental, vision, and life insurance. And that will start the first of the month following your first 30 days of employment. You'll also be eligible for their 401k plan. And that is for all employees, regardless if you're part-time or full-time. They also do have career growth within the company. So they want to see you grow within the company. You'll also be eligible for their wellness programs, health and wellness being programs, and employee assistance programs. You'll also be eligible for a 500 employee referral bonus with no cap, okay? So you can refer as many employees as you want, and when they come in the door, you will continue to get that extra $500. Now, moving down into the specifics about this specific role and your salary and requirements. For this role, you will be the very first point of contact with patients who are seeking medical assistance and support from their doctor. You'll also be customizing scripting to document what is needed before a nurse speaks with the patient. So you'll be basically the intake when people have to call like for sick visits, as an example, or I need a refill on my prescription. They're going to get you first, and then you'll be able to route it to where it needs to go to get their issues answered, okay? And then moving down, to pay for this specific role is $15 an hour. and you do get an incentive and shift differential depending on the time frame of when you start. So you do get $1 extra if you start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on that second shift or after Sunday through Friday, okay? It'll also be $16 if you work a 7 a.m. shift, okay? Or if you work after Saturdays, that'll be $16 an hour. And then also you'll get paid that $1 extra to $16 when you work 3 out of 4 weekends, okay? If you choose to work 4 out of 4 weekends, which is not required as a full-time employee, you will get $2 extra per hour for that pay period, okay? So that's really, really good. You can definitely secure more money that way. You'll also get $1 additional per hour if you do speak Spanish, okay? It does have here that you must be able to pass a successful background check, drug screening, and a reference check. So definitely keep that in mind when applying. You do have those requirements for this role. Getting down into the requirements, okay, and the educational and experience and personality requirements, you will need a high school diploma or a GED that is required. If you have an associate's degree, it's great, it's a plus, it's preferred, but it is not a requirement. Your requirement is just having that high school diploma or GED. If you do have 1 to 2 years of healthcare experience, it's desirable, it's a plus, but it's not required, you guys. If you do have 1+ years of customer service experience, that includes call center, medical office, clinical front desk, or just being a first point of contact in a customer environment, that is great. If you have excellent listening and comprehension skills, that is something you're going to need within this job. If you're bilingual, you must be able to not only converse in Spanish, but also be able to document in English and vice versa. You'll also need to be able to type a minimum of 25 words per minute. You'll also need to be able to diffuse irate callers and de-escalate irate callers in a really professional and courteous manner on the phone. You'll also have to be dependable, reliable, and trustworthy, have really great organizational and computer skills, be able to handle confidential information like HIPAA and really abide by the HIPAA guidelines. Being really detail oriented is a plus. Being able to work flexible schedules, and you must once again be able to pass that background check, okay, that drug test and the reference check. Now they do also have here just environmental and physical requirements, just being in a well-lit modern office setting, being able to lift occasionally 20 pounds, being really great visually, being able to handle stress really well. You may have to occasionally push, pull, carry, or lift, bend, and reach things. You'll be working at a desk, so being able to work with a PC and a computer really well. And you'll be on the phone and in a phone call environment sitting for some time. So being able to do that, you'll need to do that as well. Now, their work from home and workstation requirements for internet is having hardwired internet, not a Wi-Fi box, okay? And they have some examples of service providers, Xfinity, Comcast, AT&T, things of that nature. You will need internet that comes in through a line, not satellite internet, not a hotspot, and not a Wi-Fi box. You have to have actual internet cable, okay? Like hardwired internet. Now, the telephone, they do have here just having a reliable telephone line is required for this position. Your phone line must be directly connected from your workstation. And then the phone line does need to have call waiting, call forwarding, and voicemail. And then the workstation, they do have here just allowing space between rooms, having at least a 27-inch computer monitor, arranging your workstation where your hardwired to your internet and phone is available to you, and being able to be compliant with making sure you're not going to, or no one is going to hear anything you're saying, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of personal information and they want to make sure you're going to be HIPAA compliant, and also just having no distractions and low noise areas for your workspace. So once again, if you're interested in this role, this is the patient coordinator remote role with Team Health. Definitely get over and apply for this role if you're interested. Moving on to the next role, this one is the scheduler role with Team Health, and this is where you would apply for this role. Now, getting down into some of the nitty-gritty of what you will be doing, you'll be responsible for scheduling all physicians and mid-level practitioners in the anesthesiology department. So you'll be in charge of scheduling them for surgeries and things of that nature. You'll be maintaining and updating a relative pharmacy and CRNA information via a spreadsheet, such as phone call numbers and credentialing information. You'll be communicating effectively and timely with the facility leadership, internal departments, and the providers to make sure they're scheduled and they have everything they need for these actual surgeries. Okay. Now, getting down into the requirements for this role, this one does require a high school diploma or GED. If you do have college attendance, like you took some college classes, that is a plus. It is not required. You're also going to need that 1 to 3 years experience in sales or customer service, and 3 to 5 years of experience in providing scheduling is preferred. It is a plus if you have it, but it's not necessary. If you just have that 1 to 3 years in customer service, you still can apply and get this role. If you have experience in a medical field, that is a plus. Also, being able to demonstrate organizational skills and time management, being able to work independently and within a team environment, and being really organized and being able to multitask. You're also going to need to really be able to work from home, work with a PC and a computer, using Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and those kinds of things, and really being able to use a regular phone, doing phone, text, and email types of duties. All right. So moving on back up to this actual role, this is the scheduler role with Team Health, and you would come and you would apply here. Now, moving over to our next role, this one is the onboarding specialist. This is more of a entry-level role, definitely for anyone looking for that. Within this role, your primary function is to really be administrative, help with technical issues, and clinical support to the onboarding team. All right. Now, moving down into some of the specifics you'll be doing, you'll be reviewing receipts and data entry of clinical information via their standardized processes. You'll be documenting all actions, activities, and maintaining integrity of the databases. You'll be coordinating with the onboarding specialist and clinical services team as necessary to support their candidate onboarding cross-boarding process, including gathering and submitting all necessary forms and paperwork that's needed to bring people in for new hire orientation. Okay. You'll also be participating in integrating work teams and assisting in the facilitation of the team processes at Team Health. Okay. So those are some of the things that you will be doing within this role. What they are looking for as requirements is if you do have experience in the healthcare field, that is a plus. If you do have some college background, that is also a plus. What they're really looking for is being able to work in a fast-paced environment, being assertive and confident in communication, being really personable, and being able to communicate really well, written and verbally, having really excellent computer skills, working with Microsoft Office and Office software like Word, Excel, and Outlook, having really great organizational skills, being able to multitask and work with deadlines, being able to adapt really well to change, and being able to handle confidential information. Okay. Now, moving down into the physical demand, they really just have being able to work in a modern office setting at home. You'll also be standing, bending, and stooping occasionally. Also, you might be in a high stress environment, so keep that in mind. You'll also be on the phone. You'll have to sit for prolonged timing. You'll also be working within a PC all day long, and just being able to work remotely with minimal distractions. You may have to work overtime as well as required. So keep that in mind. If you're interested within this role with Team Health, definitely get over and apply. This one, once again, is the onboarding specialist. Now, I hope that these roles helped you, and I hope that you're going to get over and apply for the ones that really align with you and your background. I am trying to set y'all up for the weekend to really go out and be able to apply for these roles and hopefully hear back next week from them. So definitely hop on them if you're interested and they do align with your background. Now, what I do want to say is make sure you look at previous videos from this week week to see if any of those roles align better with you and your background and where you want to go in your career currently. And also make sure you're subscribed to the channel by clicking that notification bell and clicking all, so you can be notified each and every time I drop new videos with new roles. I don't want you to miss a role that's really great, really lucrative, and really fits in your lifestyle and where you want to go with your career. So make sure you're a part of the family by subscribing. Also, check out the free training in the description box, and I'll also have all the links to these job sites down in the description box. But make sure, if you're looking to make money as a side hustle from home or looking to enhance your skills on digital marketing, which is something that you see everyday people doing and making money from on a daily basis, definitely go down in the description and take the free training. It will help you understand a lot more about how you can make money and really educate you on making money with digital marketing from home. So check that out. I'm trying to bring you guys as many ways that you can actually make money from home, and not just remote jobs, but so many different ways. I don't want to leave anyone out. So make sure you get down there and you take that free training. Until next time, make sure you continue to stay great, stay confident, and stay reaching for those career goals. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.